Damn, YouTube is coffee tapping in with some very sad, unfortunate, and shocking news, man. You guys see the, stuff playing on the screen, man. Jason David Frank, you know, better known as the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, Tommy Oliver off the hit show. A lot of people around my age when I blogged on this show before in another video were like, Coffee, you took me back. You know what I mean? Power Rangers was a big part of a lot of our childhoods. We've learned that he has passed away at the age of 49, so young to die, man. And it's being said that he passed away by taking his own life, man. It's like, it's crazy, man. I mean, it's quite shocking when you hear something like that, I'm sure anytime. But I mean, obviously, I don't know this dude. I was just a fan of his work. Like I said, that show was dope, man. You know what I mean? And they had the movies and everything like that. And I believe he had an MMA run as well. And if you know, follow him on social media, it seems he was doing a lot of appearances and stuff like that. Um, Doing some, TV shows still and, getting some work, getting booked on the road all the time, like seemingly making a living still. But, who knows what someone's really going through in their life. You know what I mean? Anyone out there, you got a friend, you got a loved one, tap in with them, talk with them. Someone's going through something, lend an ear. Who knows? Sometimes maybe you could really be there for them when they're going through something. You know what I mean? Like, do y'all ever do that? Real talk. Like, comment, guys. Do you ever just tap in with your loved ones, with your friends? Like, hey, is everything good? How's life, etc. Anything weighing on you? I mean, I know that could sound maybe to some like wild to just come up saying to someone, but real talk, man. Our friends, our loved ones, our family, we got to look out for each other. You know what I mean? And again, not much information being reported, but this just shocked the fuck out of me. I had no clue. You know what I mean? I haven't been tapped into the blogosphere that much lately, and Sunday NFL going on, watching my Bills bouncing back in the W, and my son is in town, my older son, and he's just like, "Yo, Dad, did you hear about this?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? The Power Rangers?" Yeah, what about the Power Rangers? Like, what? They're bringing it back, another reboot, another season or something. I'm thinking, and he's like, "No, one of the Power Rangers died," and I'm like, "What?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "Which one?" He said, "The Green Ranger," and I was like, "Man," and it's just crazy, guys. I feel like Tommy or Jason David Frank. I don't know. Not like I was talking about Power Rangers all the time or nothing, but whenever I did, I would always refer to him as Tommy, was a lot of people's favorite Ranger. You know what I mean? And him and the Black Ranger were actually my favorite Rangers, the original Rangers. You know what I mean? Um, and the Black Ranger actually tapped in to the media. Walter Jones is his name. After Power Rangers, he appeared on the show The Shield. You guys remember that? He was like Vic Mackey's informant in one of the earlier seasons. It might have even been season one. Comment if you guys seen a lot of the Power Rangers getting work, like in movies and things of that nature, TV after the show. But anyways, Walter Jones, who played the Black Ranger and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, said he was an inspiration to so many people. His presence will be dearly missed. It's so sad to lose another member of our Ranger family. Jason was one of the biggest pranksters on the show, had a wild sense of humor, and he said that they had their shares of ups and downs, but he, stayed consistent about being an ear if he needed one, and that his prayers go out to the family. So you heard that right there about, dude having a sense of humor and everything like that. And I don't know, man, he was a charismatic individual. Like I said, like for real, guys, comment who was your favorite Ranger. I really feel like most people, if you took a poll, is gonna say the Green or White Ranger, which obviously is the same dude. You know what I mean? And y'all remember him and Kimberly, their whole, um, you know, romance or whatever on this show. We were all like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? They brought him in as the bad guy. Rita Repulsa possessed him or whatever. You know what I mean? And then Zordon put the Rangers up on how to You know what I mean? They made up a gun or something like that, a laser gun that would turn them back good. And then obviously, they ended up writing the Green Ranger out of the storyline. They had that green candle. Y'all remember all that? But then when it really fucked everyone up, I remember, man, who used to get Sports Illustrated for Kids magazine? I remember I used to get it, and everyone had heard the news that there was a white ranger coming, and we were like, "Oh, ish." And there was this one random white Zord that used to come and help them. You know what I mean? That was like an unmanned Zord. So a lot of people were like, "Oh, yo, I'm sounding like a real nerd here right now. I know I am, but for real, man, this really takes me back, man. You know what I mean? A part of our upbringing and childhood. So many of us, but it was like that one random Zord had like it was like a long neck dinosaur or whatever. Like, oh, he's gonna take over that one, but then now we find out he's gonna have the white tiger and everything. And I remember Sports Illustrated for Kids uh, reported it before the like news even really fully hit. Like before the show came out and was like, yo, the Green Ranger, or I'm sorry, the White Ranger is gonna be Tommy Oliver. So it was like amazing, you know what I mean? And after the original show wrapped up, you know what I mean? They had many different incarnations of Power Rangers, and Tommy was on the show quite often over the years. So I don't know, I'm rambling, mumbling on a little bit over here. Anyone new to the channel, you know what I'm saying? I'm Jay Coffee Talk. That's what I do. I coffee talk it up on different stuff: music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. As you see here, TV shows, nerd stuff, some might say. But man, I'm what you call a nostalgia junkie. You know what I mean? I like thinking back, on times in my upbringing and stuff like that when the life was easier and happy and bright. You know what I mean? And times were simpler. You know what I'm saying? Just being a young and coming up, not too many worries in the world. You know what I mean? Tapping in, watching my cartoons, my shows, Power Rangers, pro wrestling, even watching my sports back then. You know what I mean? So uh, I was definitely a big fan of this dude's work, and I know a lot of y'all were as well. So share any thoughts you got about the White Ranger or Green Ranger, Tommy. You know what I mean? Things from the show. Maybe if you tapped into his MMA career or anything like that that he had going on after the show. Anything. Let's chop it up on it all. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on this. Again, not much news out there, but regarding what happened, just that his publicist has confirmed that he is indeed deceased, and it was, you know, by his own actions. So, with that being said, guys, I'm going to quit rambling on and close this video out. R.I.P. Jason David Frank. I feel like I remember hearing his brother played Scorpion in the original Mortal Kombat movie. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because that's another thing. Obviously, you heard me say he had an MMA run. Like, he really, you know, could do martial arts, like for real. You know what I mean? Like, this dude was an athlete. And, it's just some sad news. I know Walter Jones in that statement when he spoke to the media said losing another member of the Power Ranger family. I remember the Yellow Ranger a while back, was killed in a car wreck, I believe. So that's two of the original six. But I don't know. Well, like it was really originally five, but Tommy came in early. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's the only two deceased or if there's more. If you guys know, jump in and comment. But rest in peace, Tommy, Oliver, Jason David Frank. So young to die for real, guys. 49. Got to look out for each other. With that being said, I'm out of here, guys. Peace.